Are you ready?
Ready?
You sure you're ready?
No.
Okay. Hello, everybody. How are you doing?
I'm not ready yet.
You're not ready yet? We are here for another Ask a Coin Dealer. Tonight's episode is going to talk a little bit, not a whole lot about the show, but we're going to talk about is silver selling, what's it going to take, what's going on. So we got Mike here, right there, Mid-America Coins. He's out of Grove, Oklahoma, and as for a lot of you, you know, believe it or not, I still claim him as a brother. So,
well, we all know that's the opposite of that, but okay.
So if you have a question, please begin, or comment you want me to highlight, please begin with 3 question marks so we can highlight it, because when I start falling behind in the chat, and I do every Tuesday, I fall behind, I'll just skip to the question marks. And we got plenty of mods to say hi to you if I haven't said hi. You want to start saying hi to some people, or you want me to say it, or what?
It don't matter, whoever you want to say hi to.
Let's just roll it down. Hey, StreamYard, how are you? First one up there. It says live viewer comments. There we go. Kevin Hawthorne, hello. Drickett, Silver, Shelby Stacker, Kennel Mine, Danning. There's Kennel Mine again. There's me saying hi to everybody. Oh, wow. It seems like a lot of the same people here.
You got Marco Polo in there, too.
Okay, Ty McFadden is here. Yeah. There's Marco. Hi, everyone. Marco checking in.
Doug's here.
Bigger so I can see it.
We got Marco checking in with the group here.
Who?
I think I see Ted. Yeah, there he is. Ted Smith.
Samsung Apple. We've got a Nightbot. Wolf Tracks. Oh, do you know this person?
No, I don't know her.
Watch Big old glass come across the back of his head real quick. Look at that. Coin collecting with Ken. Hey, guys, big fan here. Thank you, Ken. Appreciate it, my friend. $5 super chat really helps out a lot, guys. Thank you so much. Okay, Farm Dogs here. Warren Slick. Chad. Hey, how you doing, my friend? Yeah, I'm down to the bottom. We'll stop with this one here. Adam Randall.
I don't know. Why is this Miss Coin Crew keeps popping up? Who's that?
I know, right? Hey, I got a door. I can lock it to keep her from getting in. Of course, I'm not that crazy. So you did a show this weekend. We've got a video coming out about that probably tomorrow.
My lovely wife was with me, too.
And we're going to cover that show a little bit more comprehensive than we will today. But my question to you, you not only do that show, you have a website, you have a store down in Grove, Oklahoma. So, guys, if you haven't visited his store, what's your website address, Mike?
Mid-America Coins at live.com.
So check out his website. He's got some cool stuff on there. You will not be disappointed. So there you go. Hey, look at that, Mike. I plugged you, man.
And actually, I just gave you my email address. Actually, it's Mid-America Coins.
MidAmericaCoins.com.
Yes.
So, how is silver really doing? We had 53, 50, 53 and a quarter on Thursday, and then come later in the day, it ended up closing around 51 or a little under. What's going on with that? Is it still selling?
It is still selling.
So it is selling. Is it selling? I noticed when we was at the show, people were they were kind of all over the place. I mean, as far as in reference to spots, some of them were as low as $1 back. Some of them were as high, believe it or not, as $1.50 over. What have you noticed about that? I mean, is that translating to the rest of the market, or was it just that show?
Well, you know, I'm going to tell people, yes, at that show, I think we had a lot of smaller dealers that was trying to get out of their silver. They didn't, they're not really buying in their shops. They're just trying to dump it out because the founder companies are paying about $3 back right now. So I get it. So the $1 back at the show. Mid-America, no, we're still sticking to our $1.50. We was not coming down off that because the bottom line is that's the real numbers. We got to pay, even though you see the founder companies buying back that low, guess what? They're still charging us over to buy it.
Okay, here's a comment from Shelby Stacker. It's kind of important. SOS, everyone. Please have your personal checks. Please look at where you put your signature because it's not a line but small print that says the bank is not responsible for the check. That's a micro line, and it does say something to those effects because you are responsible for your own check. So yeah, well, you always look at that kind of stuff. I had some when we had the trucking company. That reminds me, I had some scratch pads printed, 5x7s or 5x8s or 9s or whatever, the small half-page ones. And then I had the lines on there. Please use 21st Century Express because that was the name. And it just says, thank you for using. Please use. And it was just micro printed, kind of that subliminal message thing. You remember that back in the 50s, they used to do that kind of stuff at the movie theaters. They'd be showing the movie, but you wouldn't see it. But they'd be putting buy peanuts and buy popcorn on this in the movie to get you the subliminal messaging.
Yeah, and it got me to run up front and get me popcorn all the time.
Yeah, that's why they did it. Subliminal message.
Even in the 60s, they was doing that in the 70s. So, you know, it's just...
Yeah, I don't think they do that anymore. But then again, what do I know? I'm just a guy, right?
Well, I don't really go to the movies anymore because, you know, just don't. I ain't got no time.
Here's a great question for you in reference to silver. How do you keep up with silver buy, sell price with so much validity? How do you do that, Mike?
Honestly, how I do it is, you know, I know what our markets are trading for. We're constantly looking. We're using a website called Kitco. I'm going to tell you about Kitco. It's a good site for you guys to look at a real market. Not one company can use that on their site. So it's used trading around the world. A lot of people are looking at it. But if you try to put it on your website, they won't let you use it.
Okay, let me hold you up a second. They do allow you to put it on your website. What they do is when you click it, it takes you to their website. They allow you to show it, and it's and they do that for free.
No, they won't let you. They won't
don't do that no more. That's how they used to do it.
No, you can't get a clicker on it anymore because that thing changes every minute. I mean, it's like clockwork.
You couldn't integrate with it and like take the price and put it on. You had to put the actual kind of like an advertisement, you know, where you had to click it to see it. It used to say for spot price, click here, and then it took you to Kitco's website. There's all kinds
now you can do that, but I'm talking about how it runs across the top of your screen.
Oh yeah, you can't do that.
No, you can't do that. No, Kitco loves it when you do that because now you left your site going to their site.
Yeah, it's a link to their site is what they allow you. I don't remember if you can see it now from your site, but I know it links right to their website.
Right.
It used to be, and that was a free service that they offered. We used to call the 1-800-KITCO more or less. I don't even remember the phone number anymore. Back in the late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah, before the internet.
Before the internet stuff was real crazy. And we'd call it on a Friday, set up on the weekend, and sell by Kitco's numbers. It made a big difference. Here we go. The all expect silver and gold to go back up in the later part of the week. I know the markets are manipulated. Talking about manipulated, it kind of falls with silver and gold, or silver selling, gold selling. Now, he knows the markets are manipulated. We're sitting a little over. What are we at exactly? Let's take a peek. No, we don't want use the ad thing. We're looking at an 80.35 ratio. We're looking at 55.67 ask for silver, 40.63.80 cents for gold. Now, the markets are manipulated. The question is I'm sidetracked here. I'm only human. Talking about that. Now, when it was $30, we were like, oh man, it'd be great to get the 50. It'd be great to get the 50. That was a lot of people said that. And then when it hit 54, almost 55, and like, man, I hope it don't get back to 50. And it did. It went down below it. But I'm seeing like around 49 to 51. It seems to be the new base. What do you think about that? Do you think that could be a new base for now?
Yeah, it can. Just excuse me for a second, Keith.
Okay, he's got. We're going to keep on going. I'm going to read some questions off while he's doing what he's doing. Do you think it's a good time to go back to graded Morgan dollars since bullion silver is so volatile? Marco Polo, thank you for the comment. I've never left the collecting of the Morgans or anything of that nature as far as numismatics. To me, numismatics is before bullion. I've always put it before bullion. Now, you should have been in it all along, but I know when it starts getting too pricey above the silver, you have to think twice. But now that silver's up over that 50, yeah, you should definitely be in the market for buying some nice uncirculated Morgans. You can get them 63, 64 from $70 to $100 on average, or $80 to $100. Every once in a while, it will change slightly. Okay, scroll down, see some question marks. Mrs. Coinker says, I always revert back to numismatic stuff when the metals are high. Kind of just what I said. So are you back with us? Okay, he's not back with us yet. So I'm here. It's important to stay with the numismatics because as the silver is so volatile, it's a little bit more steady. Now, the Morgans, don't get me wrong, they go down when silver starts going too far down, but they're not going to go down real fast. Gives you a chance to get out of them, or maybe gives you a chance to buy them back if metals go down at a lower rate. So it's always important to keep your stack with a variety, meaning some collectibles in there. Morgan's got a little over 3/4 of an ounce of silver, which is good for your silver stacking as well as your collectabilities. Now, don't get me wrong. There are some Morgan dollars that are very expensive that you wouldn't even think about calling it a part of a stack. But when I buy the Morgans, I look at every Morgan, not just as a collectible coin, but I look at it as 3/4 of an ounce of silver. But I just always count them as an ounce. I know it's not an ounce, and I'm not trying to say it is, but because there's a little bit numismatic value, I can almost always, if it's a certified Morgan, get melt price for 1 ounce of silver. And that's a different way to look at it if you want to, consider stackability purposes. Okay, here we go. Yo, fan, can you explain why there is a silver shortage when all the dealers and refineries are flush with silver? That goes back to what we've been seeing at the shows, and Mike can maybe or maybe not verify. The customer, the retail customer, and even some of the dealers are kind of confused on what silver is actually worth. We're seeing it on the spot. We're seeing that 51 on average.
There is no shortage. I don't know.
We're seeing 51 on average, and it's not really a short. It's more of the people who are kind of timid, not sure where they should buy it. So with saying that, always check around 3 or 4 places and see what the going rate is, and then buy off of whoever you're comfortable. If they're 50 cents higher than another guy, but you would rather deal with them, don't worry about that 50 cents. Yeah, if you're buying super volume, it's important. But that 50 cents isn't going to make a whole lot of difference when you're talking 10 years down the road. At least you got it, and you got it from somebody you have built a rapport with. So that's important there. But again, if you're talking thousands of ounces, then that 50 cents makes a huge difference. But, 10, 20, I don't think it'll make that big of a difference for the long term. But again, no silver shortage. It's just people are kind of not wanting to lose money. I think that's what's happening. I think I'm about the craziest person out there. I buy silver and then I put it up on whatnot, and sometimes it sells for less, and I keep trying. Eventually, I'll start selling it for more than it's worth. So we have to throw collectibles in there as well. Here we go. Drickett says, I like collectibles in silver and gold compared to generic silver and gold. I think that is part of why the silver eagle is so popular, because it's kind of a collectible and bullion. So what do you think, Mike? Do you like the collectibles in the silver and gold coins? Are you back with us?
Yeah, I'm back with you. Yeah, I was just looking at the futures on silver and gold. It's a few pennies difference, but this is the closest it's ever been in a long time. Anyway,
yeah, that's a good sign, is it not?
That is a real good sign, because a week ago, so ago, the future price was $1 to $2 lower, and that's why the foundry companies finally opened up and started taking in 90% silver dollars, sterling silver. They're taking all of it back in because now it's leveling off a little bit.
Now there was at a point where it was a couple bucks higher when it was on that run up. It was the future
Oh
was
yeah.
running a couple dollars higher. The futures will help you out a little bit in trying to guesstimate
But
where
did you ever?
could
But
possibly
did you
go.
ever notice how the founder companies work? Whichever one's working the best for them, that's the ones they want to use.
Yeah, whether it's on the futures or I've noticed that they change their price according. I would stick with somebody who's pretty consistent on their pricing. But again, the futures will kind of help you guide you, but you can't rely on them solely. You have to do due diligence of
No,
calling around.
read your charts, learn to read charts and stuff. Kind of, there's a few different things that go into really knowing how the market really works.
And if you don't want to bother with the charts, just call around a couple different places and find out what they're buying and selling for. That's not going to tell you where silver could possibly go, but that's going to give you a market of what silver should be trading at a little bit. Wouldn't you think?
Yes, I do.
Here we go. Silver Shelby Stacker. Thank you, my friend. Show Mid-America and Coin Crew some love and hit that thumbs up button, everybody. Thank you. Well, thank you, Silver Shelby.
Shoot. That's right. I guess I better show a little love there, huh?
Oh, look at him. He's terrible. Terrible. Wow.
I'm trying. Don't shoot the messenger. I just realized I didn't give the thumbs up.
Okay, and here's Samsung Apple. He's talking about it's not a silver shortage. It's more of a supply shortage with the nitric acid to help refine silver. So much silver for the government missiles. So that's why they aren't taking much 90%. And because it uses more acid to refine. Yes, nitric acid is used in purifying the silver. 90% will require more of it. And they were having a problem requiring nitric acid, were they not?
That they were.
And that was part of the issue. But it wasn't a silver shortage. Everybody's got silver.
There is not no silver shortage. You need 90%, I got it. You need pure silver, I got it. You need gold, I got that too. So guys, call me.
Talking about gold, and this is real funny. You said you need gold, I got that too. Here's Doug Shipley says, I saw another YouTube channel today, believe it or not. The wholesalers are running low on gold. Have either of you experienced a problem purchasing gold from wholesalers?
No.
No, I haven't. I do see they're out of some stuff they normally have in stock. That's just because simply what they had it priced at was obviously a great buy. And
the gold from overseas that we're having a little problem getting because of the tariff tax.
They are having a little bit of issue supplying.
Not because there's no shortage. There is no shortage out there. It's there.
Yeah, there's no shortage out there. I think the wholesalers and are just like the smaller coin shops, like the retail public. They're picking and choosing what they're buying because everything is so expensive. So they want to buy more of what's on the lower premium. But if you go to any wholesaler, there's plenty of gold, just maybe not exactly what you want.
Guys, if you start looking at Maple Leafs today, and I said this before, if I ever had to sell Maple Leafs for more than Eagles, I would quit ordering them. And I did. I quit ordering them because right now, Maple Leafs costs me more to get in from Canada than what I can get Eagles for.
Again, wholesalers, like he just said, and I said, they're going to buy whatever's cheapest. So there may be some stuff that they normally carry that they don't have in stock. It's not a shortage. It's just that they don't want to pay the extra money. And I get it. That's business.
Look at the price of gold Maple Leafs today versus Eagles. Go on any site, you're going to see they're charging more. And that's the first time in history for Maples.
Penny Scout says, I just looked on eBay, $725 for full box, highest I saw when the insane prices of the mint rolled pennies going to drop. Wow. That's kind of expensive. $725 for a box of pennies, if I'm understanding that right.
Okay. Well, just remember, guys, you only heard one of the mints quit making the pennies. Philadelphia. Right. Has anybody heard them say Denver quit? Has anybody heard them say San Francisco has quit? Because they didn't yet. They have not announced.
A lot of it's sometimes it's maintenance they're redoing. Tim Couture, Mike said a while back that the mint was going to make a small amount of 2026 pennies. What happened? Did the mint change their mind? Does this mean the 25?
Okay, you didn't hear me what I just said, Dan. I said only mint that's been mentioned so far that is not making them is Philadelphia. Nothing's been said about Denver or San Francisco yet.
Having
But
said
having said that, no, I did not know that Philadelphia was going to quit making them. And I will be talking to Mint to make sure that I don't let out any other bad information. I apologize for that. I did not see that coming. Now, on the other hand, they are going to be doing 5 pennies from the Philadelphia Mint that's going to have a special strike on it. None of us are going to get a chance to buy it. You know why? Stacks and Bauer is going to auction it for the U.S. Mint.
Yeah, like they did with the gold privy.
They're expecting that penny to go around $1 million plus.
Having said that, what I was going to say, having said that, was simply don't believe anything until it happens, because the mint is just like anybody else. They're going to change their mind or not change their mind until it actually takes place. They can say they're going to do something, but then something could happen to keep them from doing it. So
that's like right. Said, well, there's still 2 other.
Till it happens.
Yeah, there's still 2 other mints that print pennies and has not been announced or done.
Samsung said, "No way, I'll pay more for Maples over Gold Eagles." Do you know the best place to locate quantity of 2025 Silver Eagles? Mint production for 25 is 10,818,500, lowest in 15 years. Is this an opportunity? I wouldn't call it an opportunity, because 10 million is still high. It's a lot higher than all of them. Well, almost all of them from 2000 back. I think looking at mintages on the if these mintages you're saying are correct, I haven't looked it up. It's going to be more of kind of like the U.S. Mint did with the Proof Eagles. Limiting 1 or 3 per household or whatever. They're rare. And they weren't rare because they printed just as many as they had every year before. And seeing this mintage, they've done that a long time. How much are people really going to pay for the older Eagles? That there's probably, I think there's some of them in the 2000s under that 15 years ago. So I don't think it's going to make them worth any more.
And I still saw them as generic Eagles. I saw them as generic Eagles.
They will be hyped up after a while. Okay, Brent's Cool Coins. What's up, my friend? Thank you for the comment. Problem is, the last 5 pennies is pennies. Could be made again with new admin and run value. Talking about that, now I seen something in the gray sheet. Oh, and before I get into this, I want to thank the 119 people watching right now. Thumbs up would be greatly appreciated. Share the video if you like it as well. And when it's over, maybe even hit that hype button, and then more people will find out about our Tuesday evening program here. Now, I seen in the gray sheet, getting back on topic, that 2026, it said best of the mint. They're going to be reproducing some of the best coins and having a different date. And I believe one of those coins is not the 2016 Mercury Dime. Is that going to be one of them? Again, we're not going to know what happens.
They're actually going to be doing the 16s. They're doing all of them.
They're going to do all of those?
They're doing. Wait a minute. Didn't we just do the flowing hair? How do you make
the best of the mint, man? Best of the mint, baby.
I mean, they're doing some of these coins that just been minted a few years ago. I mean, I don't get it, but okay. You're saying the best of the mint. I got to admit, the flowing hair gold was a record setting. I think it was 3.5 minutes. It was sold out online.
Yeah, it was so fast. I tried to get one. I didn't.
You did get one.
Mrs. Coin Crew got one, and she said you can have it. I was lucky. I was lucky because I got a loving wife. I don't even remember where.
I thought you bought one for me.
No, I bought these sunflower from you.
Sunflower from me. Okay.
No, I almost bought a 70 from you, but I didn't. I don't even remember where in the gray sheet I seen it. Maybe it was high reliefage or something.
The flowing hairs are in the metals.
No, I'm saying where it said best of the mint coins. I don't remember where I
Well, it's
seen
on
it.
their website too.
Yeah, I don't remember where I seen it. So if somebody remembers where the listing was, I just looked under bullion.
Guys, it's going to be a real interesting year for next year, and I've already been they've been asking me how many of each of them they think I'm going to buy the mint as. I think what they're trying to do is see how many of us think that how many we would be interested in. They're going to set a mint miniature off that because they're not giving a mint on them. The thing is, I basically said I don't know if I'm going to buy any of them. And I buy a lot of stuff from the U.S. Mint.
Yeah, the mint does sell a lot of stuff.
I mean, because we do a lot of stuff with the mint, but at the same time, I mean, I just bought back a whole bunch of flowing hair golds now, and I'm gonna pay less money for these than what I'm gonna pay. With gold keeps going up, what is the mint gonna want for them? They've been $900 to $1,100 over.
Yeah, they been pretty expensive.
Well, look at the Superman coins, $3,000, I think it was for the
Yeah, don't I wish I would have bought one when they were like what was it,
2,700 is what they came out with first price.
Yeah, I kind of wish I would have bought one, but
you would have been but still that would have been 5,400.
Still expensive, yeah, no doubt about that.
I mean, what Batman came out $3,000 for the half ouncer. I already told him I don't want any of them in our program. I'm not taking any of the golds, guys, because I don't want to be that guy that says, "Hey, I slabbed it. It's a 70. I want $6,000 for it."
And Mike, any word on the new mint director timeline?
Well, that's another game.
Well, obviously, no word that's concrete yet.
No, it's something I can't talk about.
Check.
But we will at a later time. We'll talk at a later time about it.
I guess he says check email from Stacks that he just forwarded.
That's from Dave.
Very last Omega pennies, including historic. Wow.
What does it say?
I don't know. Here, let's share screen.
Yeah, well, you're blurry.
Yeah, I do that. If everybody else thinks I'm blurry, tell me. This is it right here. Let me hit this.
Saxon Bowers Gallery to sell the very last Omega penny at auction, including the 24 karat gold penny.
Hold on. I got a different page here. Oh, crap.
I'll talk to the mint tomorrow. I want to make sure this is 100% legit that they're going to call all the in.
See, that's the problem I'm facing here.
Because what they said was Philadelphia was not going to print, and it's been on news and everything. Philadelphia is not going to be printing any more pennies. Never said anything about Denver or San Francisco.
All right, here it is. America's oldest rare coin auctioneer. They're talking about they're going to be talking about the penny, basically. Yeah. That's weird. Definitely weird.
Well, the bottom line is, guys, I can tell you one auction I will not be in. And that's won't be in the Stacks of Bowers auction trying to buy them. I tried it with the flowing hair and it didn't work out, so
yeah.
Won't do it again.
No, I don't blame you there. So let's catch up a little bit. Question. Keith, I might have paid too much, but took a chance on a shotgun, row 10. Had him open it. Enders was 1881. Toners, sand blue, 1899, 78 feathers. 1900 O over CC. I don't know. It depends on what you paid, but maybe I can look at some pictures sometime for that. Sounds like
He also had 1893 Carson City, 1891 Carson City.
7 over 8 tail feather. Yeah, sounds like some good coins. Best of the mint, 1916. I would bet. I would guess that would be a D in my opinion. 16 quarter, 16 Walker, 1804 Drake dollar, 1907 St. Gaudens. So Ashes is sitting here saying he believes this is what it is. Best of the mint coins. So I'm kind of curious how they're going to make them and how they're going to release them. That is definitely something worthwhile. With that being said, who is making the decision on these coins? I can't fathom people want the same coins to be struck again. Yeah. You'd be surprised. For the people that missed them, they'll want them.
Yeah, but they're gonna be marked 2026. So are you getting that same coin?
That's right. That is true.
And
the coin crews feeling a little
wait a
under
minute.
the weather.
Let me say something here. For 2016, and the way that it was advertised, what they said was a one-time only. We will strike
It is. It's a one-time only.
One-time only.
It was.
The dime, the quarter, and the half.
It was only one time. They were dated in 2016. So now
Oh,
they're going to have
one time only date, but no, they said they'd never make these coins again. Coins. Never said
like
date.
I said, you don't know what the mint's going to do until the mint does it.
But yet we're going to restrike these coins again.
Hey, teacher, what's up, my friend? Okay, here we go. J-Dog says, any special coins coming out next year for this semi-sequential anniversary next year? Yeah, we was just talking about that. Best of the mint.
Best of the mint. So there won't be just one. Guys, empty your pockets. There's going to be several.
Oh, here's something from Marco Polo. Mike, do you have any update on the Joplin Coin Show December 6th? Hashtag dealers, exhibits, etc. Thank you, says Marco Polo. What's the updates on that show I'm going to on the 6th?
On the 6th, Mid-America is going to be doing a seminar on investing in silver and gold if you're interested. We're going to do a 30-minute deal around lunchtime. I'll be back there, and I'm going to be we got a few people already going to.
Oh, this is on December 6th?
This is happening on December 6th.
In Joplin.
We have security going to be there. I noticed on CoinZip. So, guys, the 5th is for dealers setup only. Hopefully, you guys don't come over there and want to come in because we're only letting the dealers come in later that evening. There won't be nobody there.
It's a one-day show, right?
It's a one-day show. So CoinZip got it wrong, and we're going to try to get it fixed tomorrow. We've been trying to get a hold of them. We're having a little trouble getting a hold of them. So we'll get it fixed one way or the other. Okay. We got several dealers, new and old, going to be there from the Carthage show. They're all going to be there. We got new dealers coming in.
I'm a new dealer for that show.
Yeah, everybody's a new dealer for the Joplin show because we moved you from Carthage. But anyway, guys, also Mid-America is going to be just doing something special there. So you want to be involved in it, want to find out about it, show up and see what we're going to do. You never know what we're going to do.
I think this is a great question. I was kind of skimming over the chat here. Jim M., thank you very much. Mike, are Silver Eagles next year going to get a dual date?
A dual date?
Yeah, because of the semi-sequential. Man,
I hate to say, I do not know.
Well, it's something worth
But
finding out.
I'm going to be talking with the mint tomorrow. Let me ask and see if we get straight answers on it.
Yeah, it's a great question. And then
that is a good
like the bicentennials. Yeah, because the bicentennials had a dual date for the 200.
Yeah.
It would be cool to have some.
I think it would be really cool.
Some type of coin with dual dates, whether it's the coins that go out in circulation or what. It would be cool to have a dual date coin again. Here we go. Coins are different. They added Liberty Bell Privy and 250th honoring the anniversary. Okay, so that's what they're thinking about doing? Definitely get some info on that and see what they're doing.
Well, I will. I'll be glad to.
Here we go. Teacher, are any quarters going to have the old drummer, boy or man? I don't know. He's going to have to wait and see.
Well, teacher, maybe if we don't, maybe you can come to the show next year and I'll put the drums on my shoulder and I'll play for you.
I have been noticing
Play as a drummer boy.
a little bit of uptick on the silver bicentennial coins. And believe it or not, folks, and for those of you that don't know, the bicentennial quarter is 40% silver along with the half and the dollar. But the quarter, whether it be a proof or an unk, is the only 40% quarter the U.S. has ever made up to this point, which is November the 18th, 2025. Just in case they decide to make one next year, I had to say that. But it's definitely something, you know, people are into anniversary stuff, and that's definitely something cool to know. Here we go. Ben Stackin says, are the U.S. refiners melting a lot of 90% silver coins, Mike?
No.
They're not even melting the damaged ones at this point because of the nitric acid.
Yeah, right now, they're not melting a whole lot of anything. They're just using silver that they're getting in.
Now, to get back on the topic, is silver
silver's live at the founder companies right now. I can get silver in within the day. If I need.
Now, we usually have this show only go for about an hour, so I want to touch back on the topic. Is silver selling? And what's it going to take if someone's not selling, or why would they not be selling silver at this point in time? What would keep a dealer from not selling silver, Mike?
I don't see anything keeping a dealer from not selling silver unless he ain't got none.
Or maybe too high priced?
Well, that could do it. Or he's buying low and selling high.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty well what I said, too high priced. I think silver is selling. It's just a matter of, you see, I see it a lot of different places. I see silver going for a number in one place, and you can't sell it for that, you know, let's say it's $51. You can sell it one place for $1, one place for $1.50 over, one place you got to get 50 cents back a spot. It just depends on finding the market that's willing to pay the price you're selling them for. And that's pretty easy to do, is you just do like Mike here does. He travels around and finds out what's selling where. And it's like that in any commodity. Different prices for different areas. And I think some of the dealers are seeing these online prices. And you can't always compete, or sometimes you just blow their price out of the water, like with you said something about some silver you had that someone found online for how much an ounce?
Well, here,
I'm saying where they found it, or unless you're going to.
Let me show you something.
Look at this, guys.
I want you guys to look at this. I'll try to keep the name out of it.
Oh, it don't matter. It don't matter. JM Bullion. That's fine.
Look at there. 1 through 19, 55.89. These are buffaloes like
54.89. Does that three little words above it say as low as?
As low as, you can get it as low as 54.89 if you buy 500 plus.
Now, what's their high price on that? And that's JM Bullion for a generic ounce of silver.
55.89. So you're going to save a whole buck. Now, guys, remember I told you guys in the beginning, I'm about $1.50, $2 tops over. I actually told Keith this story. Told Keith this story today. And this is one of the places he mentioned. He come in, he said, my brother buys from you. He said, I'm in town visiting. And he says, can you beat these guys' price? He told me the price. I said, well, how low do you want me to go? He says, I would like to get it for about $2 less. I said, done. It was still 50 cents over what I would have sold it to him for if he'd let me set the price.
You know,
now, guys, he's if he comes back in, he sees this, I will give them back the 50 cents. But what are you
That's
going
what I
to
just
do when
said,
somebody
dude.
comes in and he hollered done? I mean, come on. I thought for sure he was going to say, "Can you do better than that?" And I would have, because I still had 50 cents to play with.
Shop around, guys. That price we just showed you from that online dealer that we've already said the name that I'm not going to say again
And
for a minute
guys,
at least.
here's the thing.
That's their advertising.
Call them and ask them what they're buying it for. They're going to tell you they're looking at the founder company. We're about $3 back. I know I already did a fake call to find out, and that's what they told me. They said we're about to, which I already knew what the founder companies saying. So they're buying what the founder companies are paying, but now that's a beautiful markup. I just wish I could get $8 per ounce on silver like that. That's crazy.
I know, right? Mudslot had something to say about that. Just preventing people from buying from the mint and selling to the public. I don't know. Prices do make a difference, whether it be the online websites or the US Mint. It does make a huge difference. So you can't rely just on an online dealer's price. You got to, when you're checking prices, you got to check physical as well. Here we go. See, Bob, how you doing, my friend? Have you had people complain to you because now to grade a $20 gold or 1 ounce is costing more to grade because the value of gold raises their tier for grading? They probably are complaining, but I don't send a whole lot in for other people. What about you? Are they complaining about the price for grading?
No, not really. I haven't heard them complain about it at all.
Well,
a lot of my people are buying it already graded, but for the simple reason, I'll say this again, you can buy 63 gold for pretty well melt right now, $20 gold pieces. Why grade them, guys? Just go to your local shop and buy them.
You know, and I'm probably going to get some slack on this, but a lot of people want to grade their new stuff, and I don't blame them. It's cool. Buy it first, because in my opinion, the grading companies, and I can hear it now, people are going to start yelling at me. I think it's a money grab, I guess you could say, because they got these people sending these coins in, grade. And what I think who they're sending them through are not giving the people wanting to send them in the proper knowledge. You know, with this modern stuff, if you want a 70, take your raw one and sell it to trade and pay the difference of somebody who is already got that 70. Unless it's a super rare coin, don't grade a Silver Eagle common day. Don't grade.
Well, have you noticed?
I'm
going to say two of the largest grading companies. Do you ever notice that when something's hot coming out of the U.S. Mint, they're ready to grade on site? Do you see how fast they get that money grab going?
Mm-hmm.
They get a double number and they fly with it.
Yeah, they charge more for hot new stuff.
Yeah, I mean, they do.
I've seen that a lot. So what I'm saying basically is, unless it's hot, if now like a common date buffalo, a 1 ounce gold buffalo, I personally wouldn't pay the 70 price I wouldn't personally have it graded. I would take my buffalo and pay somebody the difference of what they want. And that way I for sure got my 70. I might pay an extra $50, $60, $70 over what it would cost me to just send mine off and hope to get a 70, but there's no guarantee.
A lot of dealers get about 150 to 200 and they'll trade you.
No, I'm saying it costs you an extra 50 to 70 over what you would have paid for the grading fee. So that's about 100, 150 over.
Yeah, you bring your go, and I do it for guys. You bring your gold buffalo into me, I'll trade you, and I'll give you,
It just makes more sense to get that guaranteed 70 if that's what you're going for in that manner. No, I'm not answering a spam call. I've got so many spam calls. Here we go. Vincent says, so if I bought 100 ounces of silver tomorrow, don't worry, I don't live near you. I would get an offer like $4 back of spot or different depending on what silver is. You would get an offer of where the market is. You should not be paying spot at this point for a 100-ounce bar. Just my opinion, Mike. What say you? Should they pay spot for a 100-ounce bar
It's,
right now?
it said if I bought 100 ounces of silver tomorrow, not he didn't say.
Oh, okay. I threw that bar in there.
And I'm going to tell you right now, no. For one thing, I would not be paying you $4 back. I don't do that.
No.
I don't even pay $3 back. I don't do that either. I've been paying anywhere, depends on what kind of silver is, $1.50, $2 back at the most.
I just seen the
And
word bar.
And then there's basically we're selling at like $1.50, $2 over is our normal rates. So
Right now,
and this is what gets me, guys like that. I maybe I should have, guys. Don't get me wrong. Maybe I should have said, listen, I'll even save you 50 cents more, because at the time when he came in, it was $50.80 something. He came in, said, "Could I beat it?" I thought, "What the heck? I'll throw $2 off, really, or $3 off." I didn't know where it was going to go, but he asked me, "Could I beat it by a couple of bucks?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Done, 53.50."
well, that's like I did a video with Seeker, and he had me tell the story about the 5-ounce, one of the 5-ounce Apollos that
Which
I
was
bought.
still really right around the $2. Now that I think about it, I didn't realize how close I was there.
Did you see Silver
was at
Seeker's video with me
58 or
today?
something. Yeah. Huh?
Did you see his video with me?
Oh, I did see his video.
And he had me tell the story about that one of the 5-ounce Apollos that I bought, because I bought like 3
I think you should have paid that guy. I really do think you should have said $300.
I did pay more than that for some, but that's another story. The guy has it priced at $225, and I'm thinking to myself,
I would have
wow,
paid $300.
cheap. And then I
You
go,
want $300?
no, and then I go, what do you want for it? And he says, well, it's priced at two and a quarter. Would you do 200? And I looked at him like, no. I said, it melts for about 255. And here is where I sit there and I go, I'll pay you 245, but that's about $10 less than spot. And I'm expecting him to come back with a 255 to 265 area, right? You know what he does? He says, okay, that's fair. But the reason why he did that is because I was straightforward and honest with him. I didn't try to, finagle him out of it. Oh, he's got it right. And I told him, I said, if the public walked up and they seen that, they would have said, is this a price? And if you said, yeah, they would have took it. They wouldn't have said, most of the public wouldn't have said, there are some good ones out there who would have said something. Most people wouldn't have said anything. But I just couldn't believe he didn't rebuttal me after me explaining to him where melt was approximately. I thought for sure I was going to pay $255.60, but he gave me $245. I'm like, cool, thank you.
Well, you seen what I was paying at the show. And I bought a lot of stuff, guys, because I tried to pay fair. I do, I told everybody right off the bat when I got there, Eagles, I'm gonna be right at spot as long as they was white, and I bought a lot of them.
Being fair is important, and what is just as important as being fair is being totally transparent. You got to tell somebody what it's worth, what you sell it for, what you buy it for, whatever. Just be totally transparent about it, just like I was with that dealer. I told him what it melted for, and then I made him an offer expecting a counter offer. But I guess because I did tell him what it melted for, and I wasn't trying to take advantage of him for the $200 that he came off his price with, I think is why he went ahead and said yes, because I was transparent. And that's important, very important to be with people that work with. So, whoa. Shelby says, what is this? 99. Who's going to be 100 thumbs? We got 140 something people in here, guys. Are you wearing a thumb brace like me? Do you got like a trigger thumb? So, wow, guys, come on, hook us up with some thumbs. So, we're doing the show on the 6th. You're hosting it down in Joplin. And I'm going to go down a day early. I hope to get down there a day early. Maybe stop by your shop or something, and we'll do something together there. But yeah, I think silver's selling. I think it's just a matter of people feeling comfortable with buying it. I'm seeing a lot of timid people right now on silver. They're not sure, is this the bottom? Or am I ready to buy now? is 49. It's going to go back down to that 46. But when it starts getting strong again,
I still got some strong buyers out there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I lost one because of a video, but
I think when it starts going back up, people are going to be like, man, I knew I should have bought it at 50, that 51, that $52 or wherever, or even the 53.50 like Silver Seeker.
The bottom line is,
the other day.
if you're buying to stack, and we all know it's going to go up, you can't be as scared of it.
And you can't time the bottom. Because it's going to
happen. Usually what happens when you time the bottom, you think, I think it's going to go a little farther, and all of a sudden it just flies up. Ask the guys that was waiting for, I'm gonna probably buy it when it hits 40 again, or the guy that I had a guy in my shop, he got down to 32 something again. He says, I know it's going to go back underneath 30, and that's when I'm going to buy. He's in my shop buying at 45 an ounce because he wishes he would have done it. But he had his money. He was setting on it. But he's still okay because look where it's at now.
Basically, what we're saying is don't worry about it being at the lowest point. Just worry about slowly cost averaging your silver. Silver is selling. It's just people are being more reserved about the amount they buy. They're doing more cost averaging, trying to hit that. And I've seen a lot of people, like, it pulled back on Friday a couple dollars. I've seen people jump in and buy on Friday that didn't buy on Thursday, or he hasn't bought for the past week or two. Take advantage of pullbacks.
I'm going to show you something. Okay. Does anybody remember? No. Does anybody remember last June at my show? Not this past June, but last June.
Yes, I do.
Do you guys remember the price of gold? Guys, I had this sitting in my desk today. I had a baggie in there, and I said, what was in here? And I pulled the receipt out. I bought an ounce of gold from a dealer there, and this is what he charged me. Now, just imagine. This has only been a year, not even a year and a half. Wouldn't you love to buy gold again like that?
And just talking about a year ago when he had the show in June in Tulsa, this is about silver. This tonight's Ron Navy, thank you for the $20 super chat. Awesome, my friend. Thank you. Guys, your super chats are much appreciated. Talking about silver at this time, we were selling at the show because we couldn't sell it as low as $35 an ounce.
I'm not talking about this June. I'm talking about the following
June 2024. We were selling it for $35. It was going around $36 spot price, and we couldn't hardly sell it. So if you think about it not actually being able to sell right now, it's selling spectacularly compared to that time. I mean,
I just wish because how I got this. Well, maybe I'll just show you the company.
Show me the Delrado. Never heard of trade group. Okay, they sold it to you.
Yeah, they had it in a baggie for me. I almost forgot about the show. Come almost to the end. They said, "Do you still want this?" I said, "Well, yeah. If I said I was buying it, I'll buy it." I took it, and I'm thinking, why didn't I buy more?
I know, right? Why was I selling silver as much as 50 cents to $1 back at that show? I don't know. Tank says, got a great question about
silver. Don't you remember that was when they released the Gold Buffaloes for $32.40 because they was over spot by about $900.
Don't remind me. I'm like, man, I can't pay that much because I was selling some gold cheaper. I'm like, I'm not doing it.
I bought 30 of them from the U.S. Mint. That I did a good job
on. Is 40% still worth stacking, says Tank 524.
It's silver. Why wouldn't it be?
It is worth stacking, but you got to understand with 40%, there's a little bit larger percentage, not much, between the buy and sell of 40% versus 90%. Because they do refine, if I'm not mistaken, they do melt down the 40%.
But you got to bring a bunch of it in. They're not going to do it.
Yeah.
All
So
because
when you're
it's a little
checking
bit
it,
more hazardous to melt that down.
do take into account that there will be a slight larger spread because sometimes you can buy it from dealers for melt. So you have to take that all into account. Look at this, Vincent. Remember, for 10 months, getting close to a year. Yeah, you are, my friend. Thank you. Thank you.
But I'm a little bit nicer than that. If anybody wants to buy 40% from me, I'll sell it to you 50 cents back a spot.
Look
Because
at that.
my cost to do it costs me more than that.
Tim Couture says, Courtois. Tim C. There we go. We'll do it like that. Lansing show is what?
Didn't we already discuss that?
No, we didn't talk about it yet tonight. We have talked about it
Guys,
before.
the Lansing show is on, man.
Yeah, last week in July, if that's not correct. We'll get the actual date.
22nd, I believe it is. 22nd through the 25th, my wife said.
There you go. Thank you, Shar.
You're welcome. And I don't even know what the venue looks like. If you want to know what the venue looks like, ask that guy. That guy right over there.
Awesome, dudes. It's a nice venue. They got garage parking. If you're on the street, it's metered by the hour or something, but no meters. They basically come along and tag.
I think that place there is the meter one is mug parking. They mug you as you.
No, it's right on the street. There's no.
They're charging you so much to park there. The meters run out faster than you know.
No, they got cameras. They got cameras around, and there's no meters, and they'll bill you.
Oh, they do.
It's like going like going through a toll booth.
You get home.
You're going through a toll booth, and there's no tellers there, but boom, you get a bill in the mail. That's what happened there.
I went through Pennsylvania.
You don't want them in the mail.
That guy right there. I should have went the other way, the long way around. $42 they hit me for tolls.
Oh, they cost more than that now. Pennsylvania's
expensive. This was just recently when I came to visit you.
Oh, okay. Oh, you took the other one. The one going down when you just after you get out of Ohio, there was a show down there. I can't even remember the name of the town. One of them highways, there was a toll going down to that section. Because you got the toll going across the 80? You got the 90 up 80, and then the 80
to 76.
And right before you get on the toll going across the 80, there's a toll that goes down at an angle to a town I went to a show. I can't even remember the name of the town.
So we went across the 70
and it was expensive.
And turned into 80. But I was not a long toll road, but it was an expensive one. I thought we was bad here. No way. I mean, guys, I felt like I got mugged while I was leaving there.
C. Bob had a deal, 7,000-ounce bars of silver, February 2024. Silver was at 22 an ounce, and gold was between 1,900 and 2,000 area. Dude, don't even tell me about that. I remember all that, and I'm crying I didn't buy more. Look at that, Vincent, $10. So how's the whatnot experiment going? Vincent, I'm losing money. I don't have enough YouTube followers over there helping me bid. So I'm not putting up. Well, actually, I got my crying towel from Adam Jam. Yeah, I'm doing the best I can. I've had to slow the shows down because I'm losing money too fast. Selling it too cheap. Something about selling silver under spot.
$8.
$4, $8,
I don't know how you think. Well, you just turn back the clock to 1996.
Well, yeah, then I can be making money, right? But no, it's not going great. But I'm going to keep.
Somebody got to buy silver at 1996's prices.
I think over the long term it will improve. So I'm going to try to hold on. I'll just have to sell less pure ounces, more collectible stuff. We'll make it work. Oh, Mud Swat, I sold gold ring for $555. Be worth $2,000 a day. I know, right? Gold has gone up. 15 years ago. Dank 24 says, who's the best, most respected grading company that gives the most value to graded coins? That's preference. Value of a coin is the preference of the buyer. He may pay more for NGC or PCDS. It depends on his preference. But respected. Who's more respected?
NGC.
NGC is more respected. As far as aesthetics, the way it appears, the coin appears in the holder, as far as someone's personal preference, I would have to still go with NGC. I used to say PCGS commands a bigger price, but it does not always anymore for their graded coins. But
A
as
lot of
always,
their silver coins are still turning in them holders. I just cannot grade silver coins with them. I will refuse to.
as far as talking about graders, best grader, best looking coin or whatever, best looking holder, do your due diligence. Buy the coin for the grade you believe it is. Don't rely just on the grading company, because those are people just like you, me, Mike,
Buy
and
the
anybody
coin,
else.
not the holder, is what I always say.
Their opinion could be flawed. They might have had a bad day, and given their final day notice. Oh, today's your last day here. Sorry, buddy. They
And
could
you're
be
a guy's got your coin
crazy
there.
grading on
That's
there now.
for you. His last day, and you're suffering for it.
That's right. Or he just broke up with his wife or girlfriend. Here you go, cranberry. No, it's not cranberry. It's I want to say, God, they used to over at the Tinley Park show. I can't think of what it is. I'll know it if I heard it. It's there's a movie theater right there close to it too.
What, in PA?
Yeah, I can't think of that little town. Well, it's not little.
Yorktown?
No, you're going down south. I'd know it if I seen it on a map, but
Boyertown?
no, that's too far in. It's about not quite midways in the state.
You didn't know Keith had a town he owned over there, did you? That's why they call it Boyertown.
You did good last night, though, Keith. I think I did okay last night, but there was a lot of stuff I was selling undervalue. I just need more followers. So if you guys like me here, come over there and check me out. Don't forget to check my post. There's a discount. If you've never bought anything on Whatnot, there's a link that can save you $15 off your first purchase. I just had to throw that in. Thank you, Visterian.
I think I might have to go over there and buy some stuff cheap.
E76, PA, Red, Ohio, absolutely suck. Yeah, a lot of the roads over there suck, AH. Mike,
I've been on some of the best roads in Ohio.
Big Rocky's got $1 for some silver for you. He'll hook you up.
I don't sell as cheap as Keith. I'm sorry.
Oh, man, that's gold. That's just gold, dude. Okay. It's been an hour. Oh, it has been an hour. Good night, all, he says. Let's touch on the silver one more time. I mean, it's pretty simple. Is it selling? Yes or no? Real quick.
I already said yes.
I know, but we had to touch on it a couple times because that's what the title was. So, guys, it is selling. Just do your due diligence and shop around. Don't fall in prey to somebody trying to think or explain to you that it's, selling for $5 over spot or $4 over spot, like we seen earlier in the show, where someone's selling for 55 and some change. Don't fall for it. Shop around, online and physical.
Well, yeah. There's a lot of them on the website right now selling high.
Now, do you have anything special that you're doing on
guys?
YouTube?
Yes, guys. We're going to be doing a video. We're going to get it done tomorrow. I wanted to get it done today. I got tied up, and I apologize. Also, guys, don't forget that we have a show coming up in December 6th, and followed by we got another show coming in February, same location in Joplin. I'll be at the Glenpool Coin Show on Black Friday. If you guys are not doing nothing, if you're in that area, come and see us. We will be there. It's hosted by a good friend of mine, Robert Ramford. He's a really good guy. Come and see us, guys. We're going to have a lot of fun. There ain't a lot of dealers there, but the dealers that are there are great to work around.
Floyd Friday live this Friday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern. If you guys know Floyd, he'll be live with me at the shop on Friday. One last question to close the show up, because I think it's kind of appropriate with the title of the show. Who's Floyd? This is appropriate with the title of the show, is Silver Selling. You may have already covered this. I'm late to the show. What is your preferred silver to stack as far as value? Junk silver, rounds, bars, go.
All of the above.
All of the above. But if I had a choice, or I'm sorry, if I did not have a choice and I could only pick one, I would have to say 90% silver because it breaks that ounce down.
And plus, right now, it's selling right around spot.
That's right. So having said all that, guys, I'll see you maybe Monday on Whatnot, Friday on Floyd Live. If nothing else, we'll see you here next Tuesday.
We even got silver dollars at spot, guys, if you need some silver dollars.
8 p.m. Eastern. We'll be back here, Mike and I. So I guess that about does it, right? Is that a day, guys?
Thank you guys for coming. We really appreciate you. Keep on watching.
All right, guys. Have a great. Oh, before we go, here's Floyd. Let's put him on speaker.
Oh, no, we got to go now.
We got to go now. Floyd, what's up? Real quick. We're
Tell Mike thanks, okay?
Tell him thanks.
Yeah, who's Floyd? Okay.
Who's Floyd? Thank you, Floyd. You have a great night.
All right, buddy. Yeah, he's gonna hang up now.
All right, we're gonna hang up. We're gonna say bye. Everybody have a great night. See you next Tuesday. Bye.